A lot of real estate investors and wholesalers get this wrong. Pay per lead versus an agency. And you may think that pay per lead is actually a marketing channel, but in reality, when you say PPL or pay per lead, you're just looking at the vehicle that is giving you leads from specific marketing channels. Let's be very clear here. My name is Esteban Andrade, and I've been running a marketing company for already 5 years and helping investors systemize their business and scale through getting motivated sellers through online marketing and recruit them talented people through a recruiting company called Remote Latino. So I've been able to work with over 350 businesses in the real estate investing and wholesaling space. That's flippers, wholesalers, creative investors, innovations experts, agents that are badass. And I've learned the biggest differences in all these marketing channels. When you look for a marketing channel, you want to look for the source of where that comes from. And you want to attribute every lead and every appointment to that source. So you know that you're getting results from that specific ad. It could be a video or it could be a search ad. For instance, Google is a search intent based marketing channel. So you can actually also run pictures in Google on retargeting, and you can also do a search-based type of advertising, and that's called PPC. And with Google, you're able to attribute towards the keywords, towards the campaigns that you're running, and potentially even some type of ad groups that you create in your campaign. With Facebook, Instagram, you can attribute to static pictures or videos that you have in your campaign and attribute to a specific ad so you can perform better and make it better. You can do this through different feedback loops. And with YouTube ads, you can attribute to the videos and the placements of the YouTube because it's gonna place either in the shorts, it's gonna place either in the video format, or even before it starts video, because there's different placements on YouTube. So you need to learn where each lead actually comes from, where each appointment comes from. There's other channels like TikTok advertising that is fairly new, where you actually are doing shorts vertically oriented on TikTok. But let's talk about what the pay-per-lead companies actually do. A lot of these pay-per-lead companies have a model where you can actually bid a specific price per lead on the county that you want or on the zip code that you want. You can go as detailed in the zip code depending on the company that you work with. And what they do is that they are running ads with different marketing channels, which could be Facebook, Instagram, Google ads, PPC, YouTube ads, TikTok ads, and even email advertising. And they don't tell you where exactly they come from. So it could be a combination of different of those channels. A lot of other pay-per-lead companies, they run organic marketing with Google SEO, and that is a little bit slower, but still another way to send you leads. So if you ever go to a pay-per-lead company, make sure that you ask them, hey, can you tell me where are these leads attributed to? If they're attributed to Google, then you want to ask them, hey, let me just get more of those Google leads, because in this season, I am getting more deals from those Google leads. If you're getting leads from Facebook, then attribute it to Facebook. But if a pay-per-lead company is not telling you exactly where the lead is coming from, like the actual source, they might be hiding something. They might be either trying to get more money out of the lead and you don't know, and you think it's from a PPC lead, which is a Google PPC source, or from Facebook or from TikTok, or it could be as cheap from doing cold emails. Even though every single marketing channel works, you want to make sure that you're using a channel that you can consistently track and keep numbers to. Now, a lot of coaches out there tell you to go and buy a pay-per-lead and measure the amount of leads that you can actually buy. And from that number, you're gonna get a lead to contract, lead to deal ratio. So once you know your lead to deal ratio, you'll know how many leads you'll need to buy or how many actual qualified leads you need to have in order to get a deal, right? With pay-per-lead, one thing that you can do is you can actually refund leads per unit basis, because it's not like you're running your campaign for yourself. That way you can always ask for that specific refund if that lead does not pick up the phone, or that lead is not a real seller, if that lead is actually a realtor, if that lead is a wholesaler or a funnel hacker. For now, I know there's pay-per-lead companies like Motivated Leads, Properly Leads, iSpeed to Lead, Lead Zolo, and there's other ones that are coming new like Freedom Leads and other ones that have been coming recently in 2024 and coming 2025 I'm pretty sure there's going to be a battle of pay-per-lead companies because there's going to be more options. And what's the biggest difference between a pay-per-lead company and a marketing agency? With a marketing agency, you actually get unlimited leads, which means that you're going to choose the ad spend that you want and you're going to get unlimited leads. Doesn't matter where you choose, and doesn't matter what the cost per lead is, you're gonna get unlimited leads. And you're probably gonna get them a quarter of the price than what you're actually paying for a pay-per-lead. The bad part about it is that you cannot refund or ask Google to refund you per lead. You cannot also ask the marketing agency to refund you per lead because you're not paying per lead. You're actually paying for the entire service and the system to generate motivated sellers. So at this point, you have to create really good systems to make the most out of this. Now, don't get me wrong, with pay-per-lead, you also need to create great systems. If you have a pay-per-lead company that is sending you leads straight to your inbox and they're not being sent straight to your CRM, you're missing out on getting a hold of those leads. And sometimes one of the objections that you're gonna have is like, okay, this lead is not picking up the phone, which means that you don't get a hold of that seller, which means that you don't get to talk with that seller, which means that now you're mad, be like, oh my God, I can't talk with that seller, therefore I want my money back on that lead. But in this situation, it's actually your fault because you have not prepared yourself with a system that actually helps you track the leads, get a hold of the leads, and be able to have a conversation with the seller to follow a sales process to maximize every single seller. And instead, where you're gonna go is you're gonna go lose energy, waste time trying to ask for a refund on something you shouldn't be asking for a refund either way. You should actually be preparing yourself to create systems and a beast lead management system in order to get a hold of every single lead and have a chatbot talk with the lead even when you are sleeping. So when a lead comes in at night, you have a chatbot actually talking to that seller. And this funnels sellers to actually book appointments with you or even just have a conversation with the seller to pre-qualify the seller and continue the conversation the next day. Another thing that you must do is to increase your conversion by actually getting a hold of that seller by having labor work with you. So if you don't have a lead manager system or inside sales agent system, every single time that a lead is generated from a pay-per-lead company or from a marketing company, you're going to have to call them within 2 minutes. If you don't do that call, then you're gonna miss out on all these leads that are coming at different random times during the day. You need to have your lead managers and your inside sales agents to call from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. at least, because those are the best times to actually contact sellers. You also wanna be able to have calls during the weekends, like 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you don't have a system that actually gets a hold of sellers during the weekends and during after hours, you're going to lose a lot of opportunities. You want to be able to optimize for appointments. So one good thing about a marketing agency, what it does is that they can actually optimize to different type of attributions or different type of events. So a marketing agency can have an event such as appointment, and that conversion event is going to be the data that you're going to send back to the algorithm, and now the algorithm is going to learn that that is the data that you prefer. Why? Because appointments are the more high intent type of sellers that you want to talk to, people that actually spend the time filling out the form and actually choosing a time to talk with you. And you can actually convert leads to appointments by actually having a system that can turn a raw lead that just have filled out a form into an appointment. You can do that through chatbots, you can do it through your workflows and systems, you can do that through the funnels that you have, and you can also do that through live transfers or whatever it is that you actually choose to do the live transfers with, which is could be ISAs, it could be lead managers, it doesn't really matter. As long as you have a system in place, a human in place, technology in place to actually do that, that is going to help you. If you are actually looking to get the most out of pay-per-lead system, make sure that you're sending a lead instantly to the CRM. Make sure that you actually are getting someone to call the lead for you whenever you're sleeping or whenever you don't have the time. Hire a lead manager, hire an inside sales agent, have a system in place to actually get a hold of every single seller. But most importantly, also have a sales process for that specific seller to go through cold or warm or hot to closed. If you don't have a repeatable thing, it's going to be very hard to actually lock up someone under contract or lock up the deal, close the deal. It's going to be super hard to do so, right? And the same thing goes applicable to a marketing company. The marketing company should be able to suit you with the best performing campaigns get you the best sellers, best quality, but be able to optimize to appointments. They're not optimizing you to appointments and just sending you raw leads. They really don't care about you. And if they're telling you that they're gonna promise you to pay after the deal is closed, they're just trying to lure you in to a lie. And instead, what you need is top tier elite service, such as the premier companies that exist out there, such as our company, Hustle Media. Now, I'm not trying to sell you on anything. I'm just trying to educate you on what is required and the systems, the machine that need to be put in place in order to get the most out of your seller leads, right? So a marketing agency that truly cares should also help you convert these deals. Sometimes what happens is that you're so used to outbound marketing that you don't know how to inbound marketing actually works and the processes and systems in order to turn those leads into a converted deal. And guess what? The best marketing agencies actually have created benchmarks because they've been in the game for years, and those benchmarks are actually transferred to you either through high levels of accountability, coaching, training, and masterclasses about specific things and how to lock up deals in a high level through inbound marketing. And a lot of people actually get it wrong. So make sure that you have a base lead management system, a technology, being able to have methods to actually lock up deals under contract like novations, creative, financing, wholesaling, cash, and so on. You have a way to actually get a hold of those sellers by actually utilizing labor and people such as an ISA and having a lead manager and ultimately optimizing for appointments. And make sure that you choose the right marketing channel and that is trackable, because what is tracked actually gets improved. Imagine you're being sent leads through pay per lead and you don't know where they're coming from: email, from Facebook, from Instagram, from Google. How are you going to optimize? How are you going to give actual feedback loops to that specific company if you don't know where that actually comes from? You just know that it's from that vehicle, which is PPL, pay per lead. It's not a marketing channel. I'm telling you, once again, it's not a marketing channel. So I'm just gonna give you an example. If you 1 month get 10 leads from Google and you get 5 leads from Facebook and you lock up a deal, now you have data that is 15 leads, right? But the next month, you get 10 leads from Facebook and only 5 leads from Google, and you look up 2 deals, there's no consistency in there, which means that you're not truly gonna be able to track it, because the only measurable that you have, the KPI, is that it came from PPL. It's nothing. Make sure that PPL companies have an attribution in place. It tells you where placement will come from, the marketing channel where it comes from. Otherwise, they're not doing you a favor. And the last few things that you have is have a repeatable sales process, an actual sales process from calling the lead, discovery of the call, and giving them an offer and closing that deal. And then now you're gonna be able to automate the next steps, which is your TC and your disposition process. And the final step to actually scale your company, it's gonna be hiring talented people. So you can actually go to remotelatinos.com and you're gonna be able to actually hire talented people from Latin America, which is the best continent to actually hire from right now in 2024, 2025. And you're gonna be able to hire high quality individuals. So if you like this video on this channel, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be able to put more videos like this if you enjoyed it. Also visit our website at hustlemedia.com and visit my Instagram channel, Esteban. Go to my profile and just follow me around. I'll be posting more of this valuable content for you. See ya.